Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Black and Marine Science Week 3, Day 6, Real Talk Friday. My name is Chelsea Crosby, and I'm your BIMS Week Friday Day Lead. To give you a little background about me, I have my Bachelor's of Science in Animal Sciences and my Master's in Fisheries and Wildlife Science, both from The Ohio State University. Since graduating, I've taken jobs in both the public and private sectors, most notably working as a protected species observer out of NOAA's Galveston laboratory, and currently as a research assistant in the Coastal Wetland Ecology Lab at Texas A&M Galveston. I'd like to introduce our host for this evening's Poetry Slam / Liddy Hour, Sean Demetrius Powell. Sean is a performer from Detroit, Michigan, that focuses on expressing the human condition while also exploring the idea of love. He has been writing and performing poetry for the last 5 years. In 2020, he decided to move to LA in order to explore more artistic opportunities and connections, while also trying to flee the freezing cold. Demetrius' style is free form, reflecting his belief of the fluidity and boundlessness of the spirit, and is infused with rhythmic patterns, various dynamic annotations that emotionally express intellectual thoughts. Sean, I'm going to give it to you. Take it away.
What's going on, good people? Nice to have y'all here. It's always amazing when we can just, share space together as people of color and do our thing, So yeah, tonight, welcome to the Literary Lips event. This is BIMS, BIMS first inaugural poetry slam. We got some snaps. We got a great lineup for you all, including pieces from myself, Dinah Kador, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, Chelsea Crosby, and other artists of color. We also have 2 super exciting prizes for our performers. Things like Waterlust gift cards. So stay tuned throughout the night for the giveaway, and we're just gonna get things going here, So to start off, first we have Chelsea Crosby. She's going to be performing her piece, DNA. So let's get some snaps going for Chelsea.
Yay! Cool. So I'm going to start actually with a quote from Pablo Neruda. As if you were on fire from within, the moon lives in the lining of your skin, end quote. And this is DNA. You stole us. You whittled us down and built us back up in your image. You made sure we were water resistant, obedient, loyal, hesitant to, and wary of change. Religious. You effectively selectively bred us. So yes, we cook better. We eat better. We run better and walk faster and grow taller, and our women are much more powerful. We built this country for you, made it great the first time, so do not question whether it will be okay again. We're taking things from here. You remind people of the happy parts of Africa, of coconut oil and palm trees and sunshine. They forget the blood and sweat and tears that we put into building their country. They forget that our bloodlines are inextricably linked because of their rape and lust and greed. So no, do not call me pretty and do not appreciate my especially bright smile. Yes, I have a fantastic ass, but no, you cannot touch it without permission. Am I beautiful, or does my DNA finally trend with your standards? Or, if we're being honest, has it always, and you're just finally sexualizing it overtly instead of behind closed doors? Fuck with me again. Double dog.
Sheesh. Super fire. Man, I love that piece. I don't know, just really profound. Thank you for sharing, Chelsea. Definitely appreciate it. Real quick icebreaker. We're gonna give it 30 seconds. Drop your most favorite Thanksgiving dish that you had. Real quick. In the chat, anybody? Yup, the greens gotta go. Dressing, I love it. Cornbread dressing, that's a new one. See that? Island food. Ooh. Boom. For me, pumpkin pie. I was a little sick, but I definitely made sure I got to the store to get a whole one, and I took it down the same night. So thank you. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, we'll just keep it moving. I'm gonna get into my first piece. Without too much introduction, it's just a piece that's from a series that I'm working on called Lost Love. The piece I'm performing right now is called Lucid. So let me get a little space, stand up so I can, all right. Sometimes I wonder if this is all just a simulation where the situation is I search for stimulation until the day's end. I awaken, unaccomplished, unfulfilled, but still cling to some type of hope. Only to stay awoke chasing a ship that's barely afloat, but yet it's still a boat that can take me away from this place where I'm barely existing, living in a state of being livid, frustrated, and afraid of reaching my limits, and attempting to break the human mold that encapsulates my soul slowly becomes my solely goal. This shit makes me fucking sick. I feel the nerves grow from my core. They began to kiss my ribs, pour into my arms, shake my hands, crystallize my legs, the room spins. Everything blends into one big messy fuck of a disaster that erupts from the hole in my head that this nonsense spilled into. Peace is seated in the roots of all of my desires entirely. Tiredly, I trudge, dragging my feet through broken liquor bottles, lit cigarette butts, empty fucks given to plenty pointless prisons, stuck contemplating whether to continue through the pain to reach the ending faster or turn back and save everything that I still have and am after. Cautiously, I sip from the chalice of reality, place my lips upon the pure gold rim, taste the bittersweet nectar that festers within, accepting it for what it is while steadily interjecting my questions of what it means to live and rejecting this idea that someday I will have died. Nauseously, I arrive at my final destination. After all the waiting, contemplating, empty conversations, I realized that this matrix is filled with endless complications and algorithms and equations all set in place to leave my brain distracted, busy, buzzing, and vacant. But ultimately, it is what it is, and it'll always be whatever I make it. Thank you.
Hey, toast.
Ooh, bing.
Yes.
So yeah, that was Lucid, guys. Thank you for, tapping in and, looking at it, listening to it. So yeah, we're going to keep it moving. Our next poet that we have stepping up, we got Dinah. She's going to be performing a piece called Came. So without further ado, Dinah, do your thing.
Hey y'all, just to give you a little bit of background about me, I'm from Brewley, Louisiana, which is in West Baton Rouge, which is the capital of Louisiana, and it's in a place that many refer to as Cancer Alley. So this poem is basically kind of about how I feel being in this place that like has a great authority over my health and my family's health and my life. And I don't really have authority over that, or at least I try to. So this is it. I search for the words, finding myself on this endless path, a road with a breathless end. Willing my feet, balance fails me, and falling resembles a moment of rest. I close my eyes and find myself upright. In the shifting of the moment, solace finds me, With the ground at my side, I watch from a distance. There I lay, next to still waters, and green pastures have not escaped me. What am I to do? Wind hissing through sugarcane, I'm told it's God, but with it carries the air that kills me and mine. And am I to hold my breath until that whistling becomes a crescendo of overcoming, pain, joy, deceit, and indecisiveness? Or should I blow from the depths of my bosom and try as I might to shift the wind? Foolish I must be to think that I can shift the winds alone. Because as much as I release, I still have to inhale and reconcile that inward and outward pacing that keeps the crescendo at bay. I have to breathe God in all that kills me and mine. In the movement of hurricanes, my wind doesn't exist, nor does it ask for my permission. Cane on cane, and I'm forced to rest in the mist, touched by the songs of overcoming, pain, joy, and deceit. I have to decide. Knocking down oak trees that bodily weight can't break. Guilt overcomes me because I stuttered in my step and my voice broke. But foolishly I blow, and limbs don't bend or break. Only God can do so, untouched by the winds that kill me and mine. That's it.
Oof.
Hey, Dinah.
That's fire. I like that. Man. Yeah, no, thank you so much. I definitely felt that right up in my chest cavity and everything. So thank you so much for sharing, Dinah. Okay, so next up we have Bowen. They're going to be performing a poem called Mermaid Thoughts. So Bowen, go ahead and do your thing.
Bowen could not join us today, but here is her poem for everybody.
Mermaid thoughts. So she can't be a mermaid. 'Tis not the tale of a true fishwoman. They sneer and snicker at her melanin. They make drowning jokes and point at the depths of the water and ask where could she be. Her color is her shield in these dark waters, and her mind has been sharpened to look out for predators. They do not see the ghost of her ancestors rising. All the whimsy of the mythical turns into truth in a grim tale. What do they know about traveling across worlds forcibly? How can they imagine what it is like to be a part of someone's world when all they know is to dominate and make new? We have always been a part of this world. Queens recognizing queens on the television, representation of voices that have been left out when really we needed a crown. We needed to see brown in a crown, and finally a story where we didn't drown. Raising our voices from the tops of cliffs and remaking ourselves into royalty. A Black woman cannot be an ocean princess. How many Black chairs were taken and chose the sweet release of the waters over the hands of their oppressors? What do they know about making peace with their gods and learning how to sink, swim, or lose everything that they are? Our little Ariel is a recreation, a reimagining of a dream, a queen to be claimed and seen. Her beating heart courses with the voices of the past, the ones who drowned before earning their crown. Give this woman whimsy and a soft face. Let her image grace young minds and let her story become the success of a woman who could survive the brutality of the ocean, a woman with ghosts that support and guide her. It's not just a movie. It's not a riot against tradition. It is another culture trying to carve a place and be seen as part of this world.
Again, another one. I really like that one. That was like extremely impactful. It looks like Chelsea and Dinah are ahead of the curve. I was just going to ask, people to drop just any type of emotion that they felt from that, or any memorable line that that really hit them, or just even if you can't remember it exactly, kind of what it was, So it's like take 30 seconds or so and do that real quick for me if you can. Ooh, yeah. then yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I really do love this piece. I kind of sometimes I don't do it intensively, but there's kind of a wave for creators and movie makers and things that people are tapping into, just called Afrofuturism and Afro surrealism. Donald Glover talks about it a lot. Lena Waithe, Ava DuVernay, but I just like it a lot because kind of what she said, like the whole purpose of this is like us as Black people or brown people or people of color taking control of our narrative and expressing ourselves in a way that's not related to the cultural context that has been kind of created by Western society that often excludes us or puts us in boxes. So yeah, if you're interested in that stuff, Afrofuturism, Afro-surrealism, yeah, it's really cool. So man, that's awesome. Yeah, make sure y'all give her a follow, give some likes on TikTok, share it, show your auntie, your grandma, everybody, because that is very powerful. I like that a lot. All right, guys, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going here. Shameless plug. If you guys want to follow Chelsea, her Twitter handle is at Chelsea Helene, HELENE18. She didn't ask me to do that. I just did it. And Rose's Instagram is in a group chat. Go ahead and give her a follow real quick. All right.
Okay. And I just want to interrupt for a second. For the people that aren't in the chat, we're going to read some of the comments as you guys send them in. So some of the notable quotes from Rose's poem: "We need more brown in the crown. We needed to see brown in a crown to be in a story where we didn't drown." Really beautiful imagery that we saw there. And then also the sugarcane imagery from Dinah's poem. Just really beautiful words.
Yeah, it's again, it's I really like what we got going here. So yeah, we're just going to keep pushing along here. So next, I'm going to perform another poem here. It's called Roots. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it, but let's just get into it. I wish I could elevate this more. Whatever. The worst has come and gone, and what's left is no longer a home. Everything I once owned, all that I've known, washed away to a watery grave. I spend most of my days searching for the sun rays, but the sky doesn't ever seem to change. Shades of gray remain stationary, blocking blues from seeping through. Clouds hide the hues of true beauty and bring darkness into view. Perhaps I am the fool for believing that I had the tools it would take to make safe this insecure space and keep away the debris that the wind brings while stopping the rain from soaking my face all at the same time. Well, if death by love and faith colors me a fool, then may the date on this paper be labeled April 1st. Let me be receiver of all jokes, puns, and funny things alike, for the process is truth, and the truth is love, and true love can never die. I can't help that I'm attached to the roots that sprouted fruits twice greater than anyone ever imagined and produced a passion that has me bullheaded and stagnant, ready to scrap with a whole entire storm. Stationary, grasping with a gruesome grip, clutching onto every brick that came from nothing, fingernails white hot as they pierce my palms, and the wind rips at the nape of my neck, tugging at my back, trying to force me to disconnect. My arms will continue to stretch until the flesh around my shoulders begins to rip and my fingertips slip from being drenched in all the blood and tears filled in my body and my pop's body that we spilled into the shoddy old shack to transform it into a motherfucking home. The water in the basement beneath has caused some structure to weaken. But the love I have for this place has deepened and grows stronger the longer I hold on to the reasons I should stay placed and give grace that it raised me and didn't break me and actually saved me and gave me this crazy experience and inspiration and abilities to create me, which is innately what makes me exactly who I am. Thank you.
Sean, so good. We have a couple of comments in the chat, mostly from me. Washed away to a watery grave. The quote, "If that by love and faith colors me a fool," that whole line I just thought was beautiful. We have a comment from Leslie, and we'll share this link on our socials afterwards. Just a link from our 2021 keynote on Afrofuturism, I'm sorry. And then Danielle also agreed that a lot of your imagery was invoked Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit, at least to a couple of us. Definitely got that. Yeah. So that was awesome, man.
No, thanks for expressing that, because that's definitely I won't say like I've been, you know what I mean, like I don't study Billie Holiday intensely or you know what I'm saying, but I am very aware of who she is and the impact that she had and what she was doing for not only just like women at that time, but people of color in general in the world. So yeah, to receive that comparison is just beyond me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Real quick again, let's take a quick little time. Let's go ahead and throw, let's say, just your favorite movie of all time. Go ahead and throw it into the chat. Evolution, huh? I've not seen that one. Sounds like something. We got La Haine or Haney. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Got to check that out. We got 7 Pounds from Chelsea. Avatar, Diana, that's a great one too. Men in Black, the OG. I love it. Pride and Prejudice from Marissa. That was Simone that said Men in Black. We got The Good, The Bad, The Ugly. That sounds very interesting. I want to check that one out too. That's from Stanton. We got The Boys, The Hate. Anything Harry Potter, go ahead, Leslie.
No, you have to commit to one Harry Potter movie right now.
I can't. When I tell you I was the outcast child in school, I was like the weird girl. Harry Potter got me through it, okay?
One character.
I was the black girl on the swim team, okay? So you know I was one by myself. So Harry Potter got me through it. I pick all of them.
Got it.
They all came out around my birthday every year.
You got to tell me who you rocking with. Who are we? Gryffindor, Slytherin? What we got going on? What's up?
Okay, so I feel in my heart I'm Gryffindor, but
Okay.
the Potterverse tells me I'm a Ravenclaw. So
Gotcha.
Okay, just like my opinion, everyone thinks that they're Gryffindor, and you are naturally most likely a Ravenclaw. I didn't mean that to be that mean, but it's Real Talk Friday.
this is Real Talk Friday. With that being said, we had somebody contribute from our YouTube chat. CL says Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That was a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed
it. Ooh. We got Wakanda Forever from Chelsea. Right now, anything Black Panther from James. Also, James is rocking with Team Hufflepuff for anybody that one is curious. Stanton is also rocking with Hufflepuff. Again, I know I'm a Gryffindor or Ravenclaw, but like, I don't know. I don't judge me. All right, Slytherin was always kind of appealing to me. All right, don't tell nobody. Got some more Wakandas in there. I love it. We got Marissa repping Ravenclaw. Don't tell anybody.
Right? What's your villain origin story, Sean?
Leslie's wondering about my origin story. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Cool. That's good. Nice, fun stuff here. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. Whoa. Before we get going, if you got a little something, let's give a little toast to the screen.
Toast.
Water. Whatever. Give a little sip too. Pinkies up. All right, so next we're going to keep going here. We're bringing it back to Dinah here. This poem is currently untitled. It might be forever untitled, but it is whatever she wants because this is her world. So without further ado, go ahead and do your thing, Dinah.
Yeah, it might be untitled forever. I have a hard time with that. The last one only had a title because Chelsea encouraged it. So there's that. And so I wrote this one today. So it's definitely fresh. I'm gonna start it. It's a little short. Time don't move here. But if I were a song, I'd play all day. Ravenous, reluctant, resolute. These are the rhythms that bump and thump in my core. Would you rather I be something else? Unsure at low tide and gone during the high? Time don't move here, and I play all day. I tried to listen and move my feet to the beat that I heard, but it sounded like bump, bump, thump, bump, left, right, left, right. Too uniform and slow for me, lagging and pacing without purpose, like waiting in line to pay for something you really don't want and really can't afford. It sounded like C major, where the black keys don't get any play. Ain't no soul there. My song sounds more like something in E flat with hella accidentals and a swing that falls before or just right after the downbeat. You know, like something played on a piano in your auntie's back room that ain't been tuned in years. The same copy of Moonlight Sonata has been sitting on the stand for as long as you can remember, open and unread. Next to it is a copy of We Shall Overcome. Time don't move here. That's it.
Oof. You did it again. That is, you hit me with it. It sounded like a C major where the black keys don't get no play. Ain't no soul there.
That was my favorite part too.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chelsea.
No, I was just agreeing. That was like, it was so beautiful. That was just a good line. Like, so good.
Are you musically inclined, Dinah? Do you like play or piano or anything like that?
Yeah, I play a lot of instruments, but the first one that I've like stuck to and I still stick to is the piano. And I started playing when I was 8. And my auntie, she actually did have a piano in her back room, and it's untuned and all of that. But if you know anything about music, C major, it's like basically all the white keys, like the black keys are like accidentals kind of, yeah. So
Yeah, that was nice. I'm a music major myself, so I'm like, as soon as you said it, that struck a chord. That was really dope. That was really dope. And then again, too, there was like incredible imagery about like the piano in the back room, like untuned. Like I just imagine being in like my granny's house with the 1970, 80s wooden walls and like, I don't know. That was really dope. It's really dope. I'm sorry, guys. I just lost my shoe here. That's why I'm
I
fixing
have
it up.
a couple things.
Go ahead.
We're gonna do another bonding activity. So in the chat, drop your instrument if you played an instrument. If you didn't play an instrument, drop your favorite song.
Ooh.
And also Leslie wants to know what we're sipping on. This is Liddy hour, y'all. What do we have? What do we have going on? Steel Stanton, so funny. The steel pan. We have another pianist, another clarinet. I played the clarinet, contrabass clarinet, bass clarinet. Sean, what's your musical background?
That's a good question. Nah, I just got like a general music degree, so I learned just like I learned basic scales for piano and just like a lot of like music history and music business. But I think the thing I gravitated towards most was more like production. So I like do a lot of like production off of Logic Pro X, which is just like a music software that's used to, produce beats digitally and things like that. So no real analog skills like that when it comes to music. Let me see. Oh, what we sipping on? We got a little Woodford Reserve whiskey. Leslie, she used to play piano. We got a cello in the house. Marissa,
you have to teach me how to play cello.
We've got a few coming in from the YouTube chat. CL says they played the cello. Harriana Hook used to play piano. CL also said that they are sipping on the good H2O.
Okay.
And Harriana Hook, they are just vibing right now.
I love it. Leslie didn't like them blister fingers. She tried to do guitar.
Y'all, I really thought I was gonna be a rock star, like Led Zeppelin, Red Hot Chili Peppers rock star. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play the electric guitar. And I started taking lessons and I got the little blisters on my finger and I said, Mom, I'm quitting. I'm gonna stick with swimming because that's what I'm good at. And piano.
No, I tried to play I played the bass guitar for like a year in 7th grade, and it was the same thing where it's not, you don't wear your fingers down nearly as much as a guitar, but it still was enough for me to be like, yeah, I don't know about this. Let me see. Dinah, he loves me, Jill Scott. Anything Jill Scott can go, like any 24/7, like nonstop. Put me in purgatory, let it play. Like, she is amazing. Favorite song, Danielle. It's by Iceland Moss, Sudan Archives. I gotta check that out. That sounds really cool. What else we got? War for Reserve, put some hair in your chest. Yes, it definitely will, Leslie. Get a good burn right up in there, Jacob Banks, I gotta check that out. That's awesome. That is really cool. Wow. Yeah, that's so dope to see that there's a lot of people, a lot of multi-talented people in here. That is really cool. All right, so yeah, let's just keep it moving. Let's just keep it moving. I'm gonna perform another piece right now. It's called Captive. Just to kind of be a little vulnerable, not too much. So I currently have two brothers that are incarcerated, one for life and one for a very long time. And just got to an emotional place where I was just kind of like thinking about them and their state, and also thinking about how things could be so much worse than what I feel like I go through sometimes, but still giving acknowledgement that like there's a lot of weight to, again, just existing as brown and black people in America. And yeah, so not gonna say too much more. Let me stand up and get into my little hoop. I wish I could like make this thing. Whatever. We'll just go. Every time the light said goodbye and ushered in the nights, I watched you take flight and hide out of sight. I watched and hoped that you just might stick around so we can both see what it's like to live on this side. Despite the divide between your life and mine, we're different, but really, we're two of a kind. We have the same amount of time, similar minds, but you're used to the shine and signs from the inside to help guide your decisions. Me, I navigate blindly, trying not to bump into obstacles, avoiding collisions. Two prisons, but yours is air conditioned. It has a kitchen with top of the line appliances, fine china, and all the chicken you can fix your lips to rip into. Your toilet seat is made of diamonds wrapped in soft leather, and it warms up whenever you go to take a shit. Mine is a freezing cold hole in the ground, so I got a squat. I can't really sit when I shit, but it still gets the job done. I've come to this place of acceptance instead of stand bitter and expecting a better condition for my existence. I've chosen to receive it as the gift for which it was given. Sure, the bulb in this cell flickers and the luminous glow steadily comes and goes. Painting pretty pictures becomes tougher when using dry bristles, when the only colors you're issued are black and white, and you're surrounded by gray cement curtains every which way your vision fixates. I can't seem to salvage a picture of the moon from where I lay, but that's okay. You see, I'd rather be trapped in, clinging to the hope that just maybe someday, some way, I will live, than to be convinced that I'm living free when actually I'm just a prisoner within. Captive. Thank you.
Preach. Oh, Sean. So if you guys don't, I don't think I said this, but Sean played ball with my cousin at Kalamazoo College. So Sean and I are basically cousins as well. That was beautiful. And it made me so emotional. That was just very, very beautiful. And it hurt. It hurt in a good way. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you for expressing that, cuz. No, yeah, thank you. Again, it definitely, performing it right now, I definitely tap into some emotions every time. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines was, "I can't seem to salvage a picture of the moon from where I lay, but that's okay." And both you and Dinah, like the way you can tell that you guys are spoken word artists. You just have a really nice cadence, tone, and like pace. Like that's something that I struggle with still. So it's just really nice to watch you guys perform.
Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. I mean, I think everything's just reps, like the more you just go over your material, the more you connect, and you just do it. So yeah, I mean, thank you, like, and definitely like I don't think I'm on Dinah's level, but thanks for trying to throw me in there. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I know, I'm like, as soon as Dinah goes, I'm like, oh God, I want to say mine.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome. Is that a baby alligator you're holding in your picture, Dinah?
It's probably a dog.
Yeah, it's an alligator gar. Basically,
Dinah, will you share a little bit of your, sorry, will you share your research and what lab you're in?
Yeah, so in my picture, that's an alligator gar, which is basically a swimming alligator. My research is focused on freshwater ecosystems, specifically floodplains. And the focus species within my lab are gar. There's 7 of them, and 7 species in the world. 4 of them are found in Louisiana. They're ancient fish species. They're basically living dinosaurs. They outlived the dinosaurs, basically. So my research is focused on using islands as a source to like reconstruct their diets and habitat, shifts in their diet and habitat over their life. So yeah. Oh, but when you were talking about the cadence of whatever or how I speak, I just want to say that started from having speaking roles at church, and one of my aunties, she was like, "You're gonna sit here and you're gonna read it, and you're gonna read it, and you're gonna read it." And my voice is like very soft, and my auntie, she's like a very like loud, boisterous person, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it my own way. But yeah, that's a little tidbit.
That's awesome. Again, those reps, you start to find your voice. That makes sense. It seems very natural. So that's amazing. And thanks for sharing your education about GARD. I'm gonna definitely look into it. That's cool. Was that alligator alive? It was alive when you was holding it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pause our pics. It's a small picture, but it definitely was alive at the time. They can live outside. They can breathe air, basically. That one was a small one. I should have put a picture on here of some of the like larger ones that I've encountered, because they can grow to be, I think the largest one on record is about 8'4". The largest one I've encountered has been 7 foot, actually 8'1". So bigger than probably everybody on this call.
Solomon David is gonna cry when he sees this. So her advisor is like the GAR guy. And I dropped in the chat their lab info as well as Dinah's Twitter. Every time someone discovers alligator GAR for the first time, they make the face that Sean has just made, and they clutch their pearls just like this man just clutched his chest. It's a really fun prehistoric species. And there's a lot of really cool science going on in that lab and just in general with some of these ancient fish. So really cool research, Dinah. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. The prettiest fish I've ever seen.
And just like badass. Like they're so cool.
They're definitely cool. I'm not scared of them or nothing like that.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Quickly, I have a question, and Chelsea kind of brought up something. Any academics here, go ahead and drop what your research focus is in the chat. We have some on YouTube, and I'll read those off. Hariana Cook said, majoring in English, minoring in African American Studies. And then Pretty Frugal said, my dad catches GAR all the time, just FYI. I'm Leslie, and I'm a grad student. And my research focus is climate change impacts, and I'm looking at oysters and sharks as my study species. And I focus in the South Atlantic Bight, which is off the coast of Georgia.
I love it.
I can go ahead and share mine. I'm not currently in school, although I work at Texas A&M Galveston. My research was sponsored by the Skidaway Institute of Oceanography and was hosted, or I went to the Ohio State University for my master's. My research looked at the role individual learning, dietary preference, and just innate sex characteristics played in the invasion success of an invasive prey crab species. So specifically the green porcelain crab, I looked at whether native crab predators would eat this invasive species, and if they wouldn't, why they didn't. So there were sex-based differences in blue crabs as well as Atlantic mud crabs that explained some of the invasion success of this small-bodied filter-feeding crab. So super interested in behavioral ecology and definitely want to continue down that track. In my current work, I work with Dr. Anna Armitage at TAMUG, and she is just a really inspirational wetland ecologist and restoration ecologist. So Marissa Palmer, I was not just bullying her, she's also a member of my lab. We have a couple of our lab members here. But yeah, just really cool, like strong feminist vibes in both my master's like group and as well as my current work.
That's what's up. Go ahead, Black women. Go ahead. Nah, it's like really, so this whole like I don't know, I guess like your world is like just completely foreign to me. So it's like really amazing just to be here with all you guys that I don't know, it's always cool just to see again more of us in different spaces and to just learn information, stuff that, you know, is foreign to me. Because even I think my reaction from when Dinah was talking about like the alligators as opposed to hers is like, you know, things that are unfamiliar. We fear unfamiliarity. So because I don't know nothing about it, I just see alligator. I'm like, they got all them teeth. I know about gator rolls. I don't know, like, but just to kind of break down those barriers and be able to, you know, express it in a way that makes it interesting and just puts more thoughts in my head for me to like, you know, just study more things and look into it. So I appreciate it. That's awesome. I'm struggling with my setting. Awesome.
Nobody wants to come off mute and brag on themselves.
Right.
I'm gonna
Yeah, there must be so many academics.
Stanton was our day lead yesterday. He could talk.
What it is.
Tell us about your research.
So I actually do a lot of biodiversity surveys down in Trinidad on the reefs down there, and it has shifted over the years to now doing a lot more molecular work because there are a lot of species down there that there's no, you cannot really identify them accurately visually. So one of these are zoantherians. They're small anemone-like species, marine species. So I'm actually doing some of the first set of work down there on that. That's my thing.
Super, super cool.
If anybody else wants to come off mute or drop it in the chat, please go ahead. We are interested in what you do. You don't have to be an academic. It doesn't matter. We are interested in learning more about you.
I'm going to brag about my other lab member, Eliza. Oh.
Wait, oh, sorry. This is Marissa. Is Eliza on here?
Yeah, she is. But go ahead, Marissa.
Oh, no. Eliza should go. Eliza.
No, I don't know if she wanted to talk. I was just going to talk for her. Eliza,
okay, you got it.
I don't think she probably doesn't want to. She might not be able to. So Marissa Palmer and Eliza Rhodes Barnes are both members of Anna Armitage's lab. She goes by Marsh Dispatch on Twitter. You can also find her online. She's a very renowned researcher. And so in general, Dr. Armitage studies coastal wetland resiliency and recovery. And I won't talk for Marissa, I'll let her talk for herself, but she has really cool mangrove research going on. I don't think Eliza can talk right now. She's actually attending the RISE Summit as a part of BIMS week. But I just wanted to brag about her because her first poster presentation for her master's research won an award recently. She'll be presenting some more of that research in the following days. So Eliza looks at Phragmites, which is a species of wetland plant, and how humans have impacted this species. And that's really all I can say about her research, because she's smarter than me. So you'll have to look up her socials and just watch her career to hear more. Marissa, do you want to share what you're doing with your baby mangroves?
Sure. So my name's Marissa Palmer. Thanks for the introduction, Chelsea. And I am studying how Black mangroves along the Texas coast are kind of coming back after a huge freeze. I'm studying how their reproduction has changed as a result of having to grow back from this kind of mass die-off event. Actually, 95% of the mangroves on the Texas coast died. So of those survivors, I'm trying to see like, what is their reproductive output? Is it actually effective? So right now we're germinating propagules in the lab, which are super fun. Chelsea got to see a few of them. They're pretty cute, but yeah, it's just getting started really. So maybe next year I can give better results, but it's cool so far.
So to brag a little bit more about Marissa, because she's too humble to do so, she has gone out multiple times to collect propagules, which are basically mangrove seeds, and to germinate them in the lab. So she has hundreds and hundreds of these seeds that she's growing. Our little gardener, Marissa, is growing in a really cool sea life facility at Texas A&M Galveston. So, and she's also partnered with other researchers who are doing similar work. So they are really looking at this recovery, and this freeze event was just kind of a freak of nature event that shaped a lot of the research that we have going on right now, because it happened and we have to deal with this. And it's an example of some of the extreme weather events that we're having because of a lot of different reasons. So definitely watch this space for really exciting science coming out of the Armitage Lab Group. And that is my shameless plug.
Awesome. I love it. Lots of love being shared. Lots of love being shared. I mean, if anybody want to go ahead and throw their socials into the chat as well, you know what I mean, so we can all connect a little bit more, feel free. Let's see. Let's share. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. I'll go ahead and throw that. Go ahead and give me a follow if you want. Oh, there we go. I'm always on Instagram cutting up, trying to make people laugh and just sharing. I've recently, that's what we'll do. Drop your favorite, your most like your most guilty pleasure in the chat. So for me, I've recently become addicted to watching that looked like that was going watching videos of dogs getting like chiropractic adjustments. It's I'm sorry, but it's literally it's one of the coolest things to me. I never thought about like dogs probably need to get their hips adjusted and stuff too. But it's just awesome to like see the reactions the dogs have. So I've been spending too much time on social media watching that. Anybody favorite snack? How about that? Favorite snack? What's your favorite snack? Who got a good snack? We got Aliza, Lalizia, Barnes, yep.
Eliza Thornberry Barnes.
And then she also, that's the same for her Cash App, if anybody's wondering. Woo, hot Cheeto puss, you're a trooper, Leslie. You too, Eliza, hot Cheetos. I can't do it no more. My stomach hates me when I do it. Combos, Marissa? Wow. I have not seen a combo in I don't know how long, but those are super fire. Which one though? Which combo is the best combo? Like for me, I'm gonna say pizza. It's the kid in me. Never said much. So you just go through the pain, huh, Leslie? She said, I never said my stomach didn't hate me. She's here for it. Asking the hard hitting questions. Mozzarella sticks, those are fire. Always. Twizzlers, that's definitely an OG that will never die. I have a theory that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are a snack that will never go away. No matter how old you get, no matter how many generations pass, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are going to be here. Hot tamales. Dude. Okay.
Can I tell you guys something? Here, I'll come off. Marissa J. Palmer was recently involved in a high-speed chase on Pelican Island. And she didn't start it, but she was involved.
I didn't mean to be, Chelsea. I didn't mean to be.
And I thought of this because we were talking about snacks. And the reason she was in this high-speed chase is because she was going to get Starbucks during a late night grad school session on Pelican Island, which is where Texas A&M Galveston is located. Sorry, there's video of this woman, my friend. I wish I could pull it up. But yeah, anyway, Marissa is a wanted criminal. The Galveston police are looking for her currently.
Oh my goodness. Is this real? Can you tell me this is real?
If you go on, I think it's like some kind of Texas A&M Instagram
It's the
account.
Barstool Sports Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. You just gave me an awesome joke, Marissa. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Anything for snacks, anything.
No, we gotta go hard for our snacks. I love that. Favorite soda or pop if you're from the Midwest. I gotta go with the OG. So like not just Sprite, but McDonald's Sprite. They do something else to it, and McDonald's Sprite. It's amazing. Passion fruit Fanta. Nobody else responds. Stanton just shut the chat down. He just shut the chat down. That's nobody else. Yes. Yes. That is awesome. Forever Love, the Welch's Grape Soda from 25 cents. Leslie, Forever Love will be the Welch's Grape Soda, the 25-cent can from the church basement vending machine. They don't hit as hard if they don't come from the vending machine in the basement at the church, okay? Talking about anybody remember like the little hugs, 25 cents back in the day? No? Anybody? Yeah, the little hugs. And you was on if you could get the big hug, the 50-cent juice. Talking about the ice pops, those and peanut butter jelly sandwiches will still forever be around forever. Yep, you're right, Leslie. You're absolutely right. All right. We having a little too much fun. Who else? Charlie, color out. Oh yeah. Just give me that syrup. I don't actually want the ice part. Leslie, she said, suck all the color out and throw the rest away. Amen. All right. So we're going to get into our next piece right now. We got 2 more left. This next piece is going to come from Chelsea. It's called Brother. So I'm going to shut up and let Chelsea do her thing.
Brother, God refused to give me you, at least not in the way I wanted. I begged and pled and cried for you to come into existence, but alas, my childhood was a sisterhood. But refinding you now, having your complete acceptance of me, that's family, the both of you. He kissed my face too, they both did. And it did not hurt me in the typical way of men. It was love and affection in the Crosby way and renewed me in a way I could not tell you, at least not in words. I had been starving for family and now finally see the bright green light that may lay me down to rest. My pride, my brotherhood, my reflected shame and struggle and vindication and victory. Thank you for this. for our co-misery will retribute the greatest change. You know how to love because you have sisters and moms and grandmothers and cousins. You take the street side when we are walking, the sidewalk rule, and if it is all three of us, you flank me. Protectors, the whole lot. Crosby men are big and tall and so very powerful. I love you.
I love that. That is awesome. Thanks for sharing. I think it's really interesting. Again, like Chelsea said, me and her cousin are best friends, and her cousin isn't a small guy. He's like 6'2", like 6'2", 6'3". And little old me, I'm 5'5". So we provide a nice little
It's a good contrast.
But even just like when you were describing it, like I'm hearing like Quincy. That's awesome. Which shameless plug. Make sure you are tapping to Winning Time on HBO.
Hey, season 2.
Season 2, we're shooting that right now, and he is the star, Magic Johnson. So make sure y'all tap in, share, tell everybody, all of that stuff.
It's funny that you said that because I was like I wrote that about Quincy and Justin, but I sent it to other cousins. Like I sent it to my cousin Burton. I didn't tell him who it was about. And like, I don't know who he thought it was about, but he liked it. But the point is like, it was written for Quincy and Justin. So the fact that you recognize that was pretty cool.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, no, you nailed it. You hit it right. And then even Justin too, like, I love that. that is really awesome.
Yeah, those are my boys.
That's what's up. Cody here, we picked oranges in Scottsdale and transformed into a horse trailer back up the mountain. Yup, Cody, we never really drank soda as a kid. Okay. I think that's from YouTube, Cody bringing back his favorite drink thing. Wow. Again, let's just take a second and give some snaps and some grace to the space that we're sharing right now. Like this is, I don't know. I can be an introvert sometimes and don't, I was a little nervous about doing this, but it's always great to just be surrounded by great spirits and energy. And I realize once I get in those type of spaces, I feel charged up. And that's what's happening right now. So I appreciate y'all letting me, again, just be in the space and just share it with y'all. And like Chelsea said, I haven't seen this many beautiful black faces in a minute. Give yourselves some more. I'm going to ask y'all for a quick favor real quick. As many people that want to do it. But I would love to, as like a little memorabilia piece, take like a quick little BIMS first inaugural poetry event picture.
Come off mute. Come off. Turn your video on. Everyone. He's being nice, but turn your video on. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Got Thornberry.
Yeah. Hi.
Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah. I know. Where you at? She's like, yeah, y'all don't.
She's like, I'm done. I did my time. Dinah's also in finals right now. Dinah, when you said second piece, I was like, oh, she's stressed about finals.
Yeah, that too.
Makes sense. Well, before we do it, I gotta let you know I'm loving your dreads. What you got going on? The color, the style, everything. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do a little snap real quick. I'm gonna snap them, and Leslie beat me to it. She already got y'all off guard. Haha. I'm about to do mine in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Let me get one more. Just make your silliest face, whatever that looks like. Don't even think about it. 3, 2, 1.
Leslie, you good?
You fine, Leslie? Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. That is really cool. Yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying themselves, and I hope it's, helping Chelsea and everybody that's a part of the program be able to push this to come back. And whoever's watching on YouTube, just allows this to grow, because I think it's just awesome and much needed for our people. It's dope. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get through the last poem here. I'm about to go ahead and say it, recite it, whatever is the proper word, terminology. This last one is called Ascend. It's probably the most one I'm emotionally connected to. Again, another vulnerable moment. My pops passed back in 2020 from COVID, and kind of growing up without a mom, he's been like my rock and my world my whole life. So things kind of got out of whack when he left, but he built me into a great man, put a lot of confidence, and allowed me to get a lot of tools to navigate this world. And so I lean more on the proudness on that than the sadness of his physical presence. I just say that because anybody out there that might deal with any of the same thing from a lost loved one, understand, again, they're not lost. They are always going to live in our hearts and minds. And essentially, that's all we all exist as, our ideas. And the stronger your person is, the stronger your legacy and the idea of who you are carries on and manifests through multiple different vessels that you've impacted. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. It's a short one. You're up in the clouds and I'm still down on the ground walking. You're gone, but your voice is still strong and loudly talking to me. Yesterday, you told me you were proud of how I carried myself around. Smile, pound up, chin high. Look them in the eye and keep your pie hole shut. Don't you make a sound unless you're told to. See, you were raised by the old school ways, when the rules back in your day were to keep everything private, stay in your lane, be silent about your emotions, purge and poach all weakness as it serves no purpose. There were holes beneath this belief that never showed on the surface in you. Instead, they transferred to me. I used to think that healing was hopeless, but now my heart and ears are open. I spent many years and plenty tears, but through all the work, I'm finally floating just like you. Thank you.
Amen. Oh, Sean. I just wrote Dance with My Father, by Luther Vandross. Like, I can't listen to that song. My father is 70 years old, so obviously I wrestle with the thought of losing him, and like songs like that, or like poems like yours, I just like waterworks. And I think it's a really natural reaction, but also like something that we as young adults all have to, like, we all have to deal with this. We will all become orphans one day. Like, yeah. I appreciate you for sharing.
That's like one of my all-time favorite songs too, so I appreciate that.
So good. I like can't listen to it ever, but it's great.
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I was just like, I was about to give y'all a little concert, but y'all was gonna have to pay for that, and or break nobody's computers from my box. So, Cody, we physician heal thyself, brother. Cody from YouTube. My father was Vietnam 2, 65 to 68, USN, Eastern. I'm sorry, I'm not really exactly sure what that is. Cody, go ahead.
I think the United States Navy electronic countermeasures reconnaissance. I think that's what it is. And Cody's father served from 65 to 68.
Got you. Thank you for your father's service, Cody. Thank you for your engagement, your interaction. Thank you for thanking me, Jane.
So I don't want to lose momentum. We hinted at this before, but we have a couple of very exciting prizes. Sorry, let me start my video. Very exciting prizes for our top presenters. So we're going to have voting going on in the chat. So if Leslie, if you can monitor the YouTube chat, and I can, me and Sean can monitor the Zoom chat, but we'll have you guys vote by piece, not by author, since a lot of us presented multiple pieces. And then for prizes, we have a swag bag from Leslie, will you announce the prizes? I just lost my page.
Yes, we have a swag bag from the Nature Conservancy. We also have a Waterlust gift card and 4Ocean bracelet and sticker. And the 4Ocean is a recycled plastic bracelet. So they're really cool.
Okay, great. So we'll do a first and a second place prize, and then a third place runner-up, if that sounds good to you guys. Yeah, so let's, I guess, just put your, like, I don't actually know how to do this, like rank first, second, third, or just like your first favorite 3 pieces. Does that make sense? And we can rename them if that would help. Give me a second. So from Dinah, we have Kane, as well as her untitled piece from today. From Sean, we have, Sean, I'm going to let you say your titles. After.
Yeah, the first one I did was called Lucid. The second one was called Roots. And then I did Captive. And then the last one I did was called Ascend.
Awesome. And then from Rose Bowen, we have Mermaid Thoughts. That was the video that we watched from TikTok. And then from myself, we have DNA as well as Brother. So go ahead, take a couple seconds and rank your top 3 pieces and post that in either chat. And we'll do a quick summary vote and announce the winners in a little bit. I'm gonna give you guys like 2 minutes to do that.
Is that appropriate or no?
Y'all, I love this. Sorry.
Can you actually hear that or no?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay. Nope, it's good.
So I have a couple votes coming in on the Zoom, but we're going to give it another couple minutes. And then Leslie, just confer with me about the YouTube, what we're trending with the YouTube. All right. Okay. I see it. I see it. Okay, I'm gonna be silent for like 60 seconds and just like let y'all vote. As soon as I said that, I knocked over my entire drink. I just like want you guys to know where I'm at mentally.
It's definitely been a long way for you. You're a warrior. It's been a long one. Whoa. Whoa. Let me mute this again.
All right, Leslie, sorry for calling you out so much, but I'm going to have you do this. You say the winners.
Wait, I think we're trying to get one more vote from YouTube, possibly. And give me a second to calculate the vote.
Yeah, no worries. I can't do math. I'm done.
Chelsea, one more time, can you say all of the poems?
Yes. So from Dinah, we have Cain was her first poem. And then Untitled was her second piece. For myself, we have DNA was my first piece. And then Brother was my second piece. From Rose Bowen, we have the video presentation that was Mermaid Thoughts. And then Sean is going to say his.
Lucid, Roots, Captive, Ascend.
So those are all the pieces. So we'll give you guys like another 30 seconds to vote. What are you munching on, Sean?
Excuse me.
I see you with dry cheese, brother. What are you munching on?
This is the first thing I've eaten today. It's literally just like some
turkey. Oh, you starving artists, I tell you.
Right?
Okay, Leslie, whenever you're ready, I'm going to silence myself.
I'm almost done. Give me like 10 more seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, Dina. Untitled takes the top.
Sheesh.
Next, we have a three-way tie.
Okay, no.
Okay, never mind then.
What is the three-way tie?
Brother, Mermaid Tears, and Roots.
Brother, Mermaid Tears, and Roots. Let's have a tie off right now.
Oh.
Brother, Mermaid Tears, and Roots. Put your favorite one of those in the chat. Sorry for interrupting, Leslie.
You're fine.
Is it mermaid thoughts? I'm sorry, I said tears.
I think I said it wrong too. I think
Okay.
I meant mermaid thoughts. My brain might not be quite connected.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, do your math again.
Okay. Y'all.
Is it split again?
Between mermaid thoughts and roots.
But okay, mermaid thoughts and roots. Okay, I was gonna say if Dinah won again, we could, but she didn't. Okay, mermaid thoughts and roots, go. We got a mermaid thoughts. Sean, you're just voting against yourself, but I see you.
Cause that was fire, and her presentation was off the
It
charts.
was really good, and it was a really cool like visual.
Yeah, super important.
Yeah, there's definitely bragging rights and recognition for everyone that performed. So definitely want to recognize that, and we'll drop everyone's socials on our social medias when we close this. So Leslie, or I'll call it, I'm going to call it for Mermaid Thoughts for second place. Thank you so much, Rose. And we'll let her know that she won. Last but not least,
third place is DNA.
Okay, but like what would fine. I want the bracelet. I'm gonna be honest, I want it. Sorry, that was selfish. You guys should pick first. And if the bracelet is still left, look at how many bracelets I have. Bracelets are my love language. Anyway, congratulations, everyone.
Yes, congratulations to all the winners. I'm gonna let y'all duke it out and tell me who gets what, but please email me info@bims.org to claim your prize. With that, I'm actually going to stop the live stream. So thank you to everybody who tuned in during our live stream. We really appreciate you engaging with us and joining with us today. I'm going to turn it over to Chelsea really quick so that she can do her little outro, and then we're going to turn up.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in really all day today. Real Talk Friday. This was our last event. And I got to tell y'all, I'm pretty tired, but I'm also super excited and just super thankful that we have this space. This is our third year of BIMS Week. And as Dr. Moore announced earlier today, our fourth BIMS Week will be in person. So next year we will be gathering in a mass amount. We can't tell you where we will be yet, but that's coming up. And we're not done with BIMS Week. We have the BIMS Ball tomorrow, as well as a couple other events. So definitely stay tuned in to our YouTube channel and associated social media sites and the BIMS TV for our events going into tomorrow. Again, I'm Chelsea Crosby. We will post socials in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. That's pretty much it. Thanks for coming to the Liddy Hour.